What's up guys, it's Lee here from Bleeped Up Productions, and today I'm bringing you a new FIFA career mode, and yes, I am technically starting a partnership with TGN, so if you're watching this through the TGN feed, welcome and you're in for a treat. If you are joining for the first time as well, why don't you hit the thumbnail on the screen right now to view all the content, because we're on episode 18 guys, you know. We're still winning, and can we be stopped? That's the name of the episode. And if you're joining us as usual every Saturday, thank you for your support guys, and your support is much appreciated. And if you really enjoyed it guys, leave a like is much appreciated as well. So if you support the series, just take 2 seconds right now to leave a like. So guys, with that being said, we're going to get straight into our first match, and our first match is against Chelsea, and Chelsea have a very good squad because they have a lot of money. So I decided to motivate the boys because they're going to need it. And this is Game 10 in the Barclays Premier League.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Premier League. It's Coventry City against Chelsea. Let's head straight off to Coventry. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Martin Tyler. Alan Smith is sitting with me. We've managed to get through the puddles to the commentary position because it is a very wet day.
It is, and as a striker, I think you always look forward to it.
And there's the table, and as you can see, we are currently second, 1 point behind Spurs, and it is very, very close in the Barclays Premier League this season. But we'll pick up the action here, and Goal does a delightful ball to EB. But unfortunately the defence cut it out, and we'll pick up the action again here, and EB does a delightful ball to Negredo, and he's through on goal, and that has got to be a penalty. I'm sorry guys, but that looks like a clear penalty, but it was not given. So we'll pick up the action here, and Chelsea have a fantastic opportunity here with Bertrand. He passes it to Mandzukic, who has an open-ish goal, but he puts it a mile wide. Let's take a look at this again. Yeah, miles wide. And Chelsea kept putting on pressure down this side. Hazard was a thorn in my backside, and we pass it. I think that's De Bruyne in there who crosses it in, and Mandzukic again puts it the other side of the other post with a header. We are literally hanging on in this first half, guys. We are literally getting an onslaught from Chelsea. But we'll pick up the action here, and Barton does a great ball, and Negredo! How does he miss that opportunity? He missed it by possibly a whisker. He misses that opportunity to put us ahead, but we go into half-time 0-0, and I'll take that because Chelsea are a very good squad. So we'll pick up the action here on the 53rd minute, and there's a lot of bizarre touches, but look at that by Adam. Somehow he keeps the ball, and Fleck has an opportunity, but the Chelsea keeper is equal to it. So we were causing a lot of problems for Chelsea, and our passing was on key in this match. And as you can see, Negredo is getting bullied off the ball, and then EB gives it back to Negredo, who then has a shot which is blocked, and then he gets another opportunity, and look, he's bundled over again. And it isn't a penalty, but due to people being tired, I bring on Alex Nimley and Thomas, and look at that. First touch by Thomas is a crucial tackle who unleashes EB, who then finds Antonio, and Antonio, bang, puts it in the back of the net on the 74th minute. What a crucial goal for us in the fight for being in the top 3 of the Barclays Premier League, and he is absolutely stoked, and this is such a great start to this episode if we can win this game against Chelsea at home. And what a finish by Antonio, and we do finish this game guys 1-0, and we claim all 3 points, which was very, very tasty indeed. But we have a Capital One Cup game coming up guys, and it is against Sunderland.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Capital One Cup last 16. It's Sunderland against Coventry City. Of course, the game being played under lights this evening. So without further ado, we take you to Sunderland. Your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
We're now down to 16 clubs in the English League Cup, and some very good sides in it, including these two.
Yeah, more teams, clubs taking this competition seriously, and why wouldn't you? It's a great one to lift at the end of it.
And as you can see, we are against Kieran Westwood, an ex-Coventry goalkeeper who I really liked, but he wanted to move to a bigger club. So he's in net, and as you can see, we're starting it from the kickoff, so something special must happen. So here we go. We'll pick up with Musa, who unleashes Strifler. I decided to play a lot of youngsters in this game because I want to give them a cup run. And look at Musa, just cuts inside and finds the back of the net on 3 minutes. What a absolute start for us. 3 minutes in, and we already have a 1-0 lead against Sunderland here in the Capital One Cup. And as you can see, Musa causing all problems, and what a lovely finish that is. So we'll pick up the action here, and Sunderland are on the attack, but I just wanted to show you this clip, how solid our defense is, but also how quick our counter-attack is. And as you can see, Musa just keeps going and going, and he unleashes EB, and EB is just going to cut inside. He's looking at goal. What a finish, and there it is on the 7th minute, guys. We are 2-0 up against Sunderland. This is unbelievable. What a start, and Jordan EB is playing the violin because he thinks it's all over, and we've only played 7 minutes. But let's take a look at this goal again. What a lovely finesse shot into the bottom corner there. But we'll pick up the action again, and Sunderland again just trying to get something going, but our attackers are just on point, and Strifler, our 19-year-old, is now on the score sheet on 29 minutes, and he's telling the crowd to hush. What an absolute strike of a ball that was, I kid you not. Let's take it up. EB with the great awareness to steal it, and what a strike that is by our 19-year-old up front. And as you can see, we are going into half-time with a 3-0 lead, and it might all be over already for Sunderland in the Capital One Cup. So we'll pick up the action again, and John Fleck battling in the midfield to Kedar, and he does a delightful through ball, and look at this by EB.
Bullseye.
What a finish on the 53rd minute. 9 goals in all competitions. Jordan EB, this young squad that I've put together is really blossoming. We have built a dynasty, guys, and what a great ball by Kedar, and what a beautiful finish by Jordan EB. So we'll pick up the action here again. And as you can see, Sunderland have a fantastic opportunity here, but our defence and midfield somehow get a hold of it. And Kedar again does a great over-the-top ball, and Strifler's through again. And that is a bit of a powder puff header, which is pretty pointless. But due to people being tired, I decided to bring on Gary McSheffrey and Alex Nimley because I want to keep players fit. And here we go, we got a rare opportunity by Sunderland, and Lee Campbell's through, and he puts it wide. He puts it wide, and that was their only chance of the game, Sunderland. We come away with a 4-0 win, and we continue our amazing run in the Capital One Cup because we want to win some silverware this year in our second season in the Barclays Premier League. But here we go. As you can see, Liverpool I beat Colchester, I believe that is. Man City beat Charlton. Tottenham beat Arsenal. We beat Sunderland. Swansea beat Wigan, and Norwich and Ipswich haven't played. Neither has Cardiff and Reading, and neither has Fulham and Stoke. So there's still quite a lot of good teams in the Capital One Cup. But we're going to move on to our next game, which is against Newcastle. So I decided to motivate the boys, and this is going to be game 11 of the Barclays Premier League.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Barclays Premier League. Today it's Newcastle United against Coventry City. Let's cross straight to St James's Park. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Well, we've got Barclays Premier League action for you. I'm Martin Tyler, and with me is Alan Smith.
Yeah, hi Martin, great to be here.
Yes, and we are playing in the rain, and we are away against Newcastle. And as you can see, guys, we've dropped down to 3rd because we have Man City and Spurs still at the top of the table. So we'll watch it from the kickoff. So something special has got to happen, hey? So we'll pick it up here, and Negredo does a fantastic turn, and he just keeps going. He does a pretty terrible ball there to EB. But here we go. Newcastle are kind of on the counter, but Adams cuts it out. And just keep watching Adams, guys. He keeps going, and he's battling it. And Mbiwa here loses the ball, and Adams finds the back of the net, guys, on the 4th minute. Our right back or left back, one of our backs puts it in the back of the net on the 4th minute. And yeah, Mbiwa, just remember that name, okay? He pops up a lot in this game. Thank you very much for that hilarious bit of defending, and he puts it under the keeper, as you can see, to the back of the net. And we'll pick it up again, and Mbiwa again gives it away to Negredo, but the keeper is equal to that opportunity. So there is Mbiwa again doing some terrible defending. But we'll pick up the highlights here on the 22nd minute, and Newcastle have a goal kick, but Jordan Eby here finds Gold, who is going to do a little bit of a beautiful through ball to Negredo, who then hits it, and the keeper again is equal to the opportunity. We are carving through the defense really well, but here we go. We'll pick up the action here, and Cabaye does that player and does a delightful ball over to Gouffron, and Gouffron just keeps going, but our keeper is equal to it, and we put it out for a corner. Lucky enough, but we'll keep up with the highlights here, and Cabaye with the corner swings it in, and Amiobi gets an opportunity. Fleck tries to clear, but this guy pops up. Yes, Dominique, I don't even want to try and pronounce that name. He finds the back of the net on the 40th minute, and as you can see, what a save by our keeper. John Fleck tried to clear it, but what a header that is into the bottom corner for Newcastle. And we'll pick up the action again, and Cabaye at the centre of everything passes it to Oberton, who then has an effort, but our keeper is equal to it. And as you can see, Cabaye is causing us all problems, and yes, Cabaye is one of my favourite players, aka man crushes in real life, because he is such a good player. But we go into half-time with a 1-1 lead, and 1-1 draw, sorry, and it kind of was a bit of a battle in this second half, guys. And as you can see, look, Negredo is unleashed again, and you can see Eby on the far side. We're going to try Sweat, and it fails miserably. Unbelievable. Tried some Sweat, and the Sweat eventually fails. So here we go. We'll pick up Negredo again, who just keeps going, and he has an effort, and it's just wide by again a whisker. And as you can see, look at that, the run by Antonio drew the defenders away, and that is wide only by a couple of inches. But we'll pick up the action here again, and Newcastle are on the attack with Oberton, who does a great ball to Gouffron, but our defense is equal to it, and we decide to do a fantastic ball out here to John Fleck, who then does a great ball to Eby, but unfortunately it was a bit ahead of him. But as you can see, players get tired, so we bring on Nimley, Barton and Thomas, and we'll pick up the action here again, and Nimley does a fantastic ball to Negredo, and Negredo's through on goal again, and he hits it straight at the keeper, and then the keeper, Elliott, covers it up. Unbelievable. So we'll keep the action rolling, guys. So something special must happen either for Newcastle or Coventry. So we'll keep it going, and as you can see, Adam does a great tackle, and Negredo here does a fantastic ball to Nimley, and here's Mbiwa again, who gets intercepted, and Nimley finds the back of the net. Mbiwa, oh my gosh, what a game he is having. He should really play for us at this rate, but we score on the 90th minute with Nimley. What a result that is, guys. And look at that, right in the bottom corner. Elliott should have done really better, but I'm going to take it. And look at that, Mbiwa giving us the ball again, and then pushing our player over, but the damage has been done. Our super sub Nimley gives us all 3 points here in the Barclays Premier League, and we go into some really sad news, guys. As you can see, look, Ryan Gold has suffered a dislocated shoulder and will be out for 5 weeks, which is kind of unfortunate because Ryan Gold is quite key to this club, but we've got players to help replace him, and this is going to be game 4 of the Champions League, guys, or should I say the Champions Cup.
Welcome to EA Sports live coverage of the Champions Cup. The game, of course, under floodlights this evening. So let's go straight to the ground. Your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Well, the team's now facing their 4th match in this Champions Cup group stage. A lot of good football been played already, and let's see what match day 4 brings.
Yeah, you're looking for consistency, aren't you, in these group stages, and 1 or 2 teams have shown that already. I wonder if they can continue it here today.
And our match today, it's Spartak Moscow against Coventry City.
Okay, we're going to pick up with the first highlight, and as you can see, Spartak Moscow here have a fantastic opportunity, but our defense is solid, and we eventually get the ball clear here, as you can see, down the line to Negredo, who's just going to keep going, but we eventually lose out, and then Spartak Moscow give it straight back to us. So Jordan Eby to Negredo, and then Negredo does a beautiful over the top ball to Eby, and he puts it wide. Unfortunate, but as you can see, Spartak Moscow have a free kick here, and it goes to nowhere special, and Barton's going to try one of his famous runs, which we've seen all this season and last season long, and he just keeps battling, but he realises that he's slow, so he decides to start the ball all over again. So we'll pick up the action here, and Christie does a fantastic ball across, but Negredo lands really awkward here, guys. That is very scary for us that Negredo has fallen over. So I go and he's got a sprained ankle, so I have to make a sub. So I bring on the impact sub, also known as Alex Nimley. And as you can see right now, he is limping a little bit, and yeah, he's testing out the ankle, but he's not 100% sure, and I'd rather have him 100% healthy, which is fantastic for us, I believe in the long term. So we'll pick up the action here on the 42nd minute. We've got a throw in, and it goes straight to Nimley. And Nimley is going to make an instant impact here, guys, because he finds Christie, and Christie just keeps going, and he finds EB, same angle, but this time he finds the back of the net on the 10th minute, which is fantastic because he missed an opportunity there earlier, but his confidence has grown, and as you can see, bang, puts it in the back of the net and gives us a 1-0 lead going into half-time, which is fantastic, because we already beat Spartak Moscow already in the Champions League. So we'll pick up the action here, and Musa passes it to Fleck, and then Fleck to Barton, and Barton is just going to keep it a little bit and passes it to Christie, who then returns it to Barton, and that is an identical effort to what Negredo had against Chelsea at the beginning of this whole video. Look at that, a whisker wide again. But we'll pick up the action here again, and as you can see, Spartak Moscow doing some dreadful back passes, and EB keeps pressuring, and EB absolutely floors that player, and that player is not too happy, and EB gets a yellow card. I think EB actually injures this player, but as you can see on this replay, he gets none of the ball and gets 100% of the player, so he deserves a yellow card for a poor tackle like that. But as you can see, Spartak Moscow have a corner, and from this corner, our keeper saves their header. But we have another player down. I think that's Barton, but I believe he ends up being okay. But we'll pick up the action here again, and we've got a fantastic counter-attack. And as you can see, Nimley does a great over-the-top ball to Musa. He keeps battling. He shoots, and it's just wide, unfortunately, in stoppage time here at the end of this game. And as you can see, Musa is trying his hardest to shug off that defender, and that shot is just wide. But we pick up all 3 points again in the Champions League, or the Champions Cup, however you want to call it, and we are flying high in the city of Coventry right now, guys. We are unstoppable right now, and as you can see, it's the end of the episode, guys. So guys, if you want to leave a like, if you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a like. A like is much appreciated. If you've enjoyed it, even leave a comment. I enjoy reading all your comments and answering them. And hey, if you've enjoyed it enough, why don't you hit that subscribe button over there? And also, if you want to check out any of my other video game, board game, miniature game content that I do, you can click that thumbnail on the screen to view my channel. You can hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. Leave us a like on our Facebook page. That would be much appreciated. And also, if you want to start following us on Twitter, I'm becoming more active on both of those social sites, and it is really improving my views on these videos. But anyway, guys, that's me for another week. See you next Saturday for another episode of my Coventry career mode, and it'll be episode 19. We're almost in the 20s, guys. Unbelievable how fast this season is going, and this series is going as well. So take care and have a good one.